Alright, a hearty chicken noodle soup. Let's get started. We'll start with an onion, half finely chopped, into the bowl, and a carrot. We'll need to shred this first. So that's going to be cut and put in the bowl as well. The celery, so chopping this, be careful not to cut your fingers. And then some parsley, also finely diced. We just need a teaspoon of parsley. Keep that in a separate plate. And clean that chicken breast. Let's pat it dry. Make sure to add some seasoning. I'm using a mid-sized saucepan. Here comes some vegetable oil. Make sure that cooks up until it steams. So once it felt a little hot, we're gonna put in the chicken breast, skin side down. Gonna add some cover because it kept splashing. And about 10 minutes later, flip it. I just think one of the hardest parts of cooking chicken is making sure you don't overcook it. Looks pretty tender right now. Sauce is coming out. We'll take it out for now so we can cook our vegetables. Let's put that all in with the chicken sauce. We can hear some of the sizzle. Toss it around a little bit and add our other seasoning. Some thyme and flour. Made sure to cook it a little until the vegetables felt a little soft. And here comes some dry thyme. Mix it around for a couple seconds until it's all well mixed. And some flour to add some starchiness to it, I suppose. Also mix around, and this one took a little longer. Now here's an important ingredient. We have some chicken broth, about 3 cups of chicken broth. I poured it and kept stirring to make sure all the ingredients were mixed well together. Here's our second cup and our last cup of chicken broth. So now the saucepan was quite full. I'm just mixing it around until it heats up. We are going to take that chicken back and put it in the broth. All the nice flavors are being incorporated right now. Mixing it, giving it some time to cook. Now it's boiling, and we can check back on it. Turning down the heat to make sure it doesn't overboil. And now it's quite steaming at this point. I'm going to want to take the chicken out again soon. We'll flip it and give it a nice little cook on the backside and let it boil a little further. Now that we have the chance, we can take out our chicken and start shredding it. While we're done with that, we can finally put in our egg noodles. Originally called for 1 cup, but we'll put in another one. Get some more servings in and mix. It's starting to smell pretty good, and it's starting to look more like chicken noodle soup. Once it was hot enough, about boiling, we can put back our chicken that we shredded. So I definitely added a little bit too much noodles. We'll add some water to compensate. We'll let it cook a little more until a couple minutes. We can start turning off the heat and getting a little taste test. Let's try out this broth. Hopefully it's not too diluted. Okay, maybe we'll add a little bit more salt and pepper. And mix. Oh, this is pretty good. hearty chicken noodle soup. This recipe said it served 2 people, but this pot actually had enough for 3 servings, which I'm excited to try. Overall, this recipe took me about 2 to 3 hours, just prep-wise, but within a more experienced cook, I'm sure. Overall, the taste was not the best chicken noodle soup, but it was pretty solid. Value-wise, this is definitely a 9. Not the most expensive meal, but this is just chicken noodle soup. The taste didn't really blow me away, so I'll give it a 7. Pretty simple prep, and cooking gives it an 8. Overall, pretty healthy meal too, other than the sodium, which we'll give an 8.5. Simplicity-wise, I'm going to give a 9 just because I was able to find every ingredient pretty easily. So here's a rundown of the ingredients, chicken being the most expensive for 3 servings. Compare that to other fast food chains around here. Subway, Chipotle, McDonald's. This noodle soup definitely has it beat in terms of price. So here's the total final rating and an overall score of 8.3. If you're looking to see some more dishes being reviewed, make sure to check me out and give me some more pointers.